Great to have you back on my channel, Divine Empress Messages, or if you're new here, welcome. And today we have a How Others See You Pick a Card Tarot reading. So please, if you have any curiosity about how others see you, then pick a card by choosing one of these three images or between numbers 1 to 3. And once you are decided, check the timestamps down below and skip ahead to your specific how others see you pick a card reading. And yeah, let's get started and see you there. Welcome to your pick a card reading how others see you for all of you who chose pile 1. So let's get started. Well, people see you as the Page of Cups, so very likely you have a kind of youthful, playful energy. You're very warm and kind of friendly person, and you could be a little bit goofy and sort of like have you're the type of person who might tell kind of cute jokes or stuff like that, because this page has this kind of fun little fishy there. So you're the type of person maybe who can make people feel kind of playful and welcomed and kind of lighten the spirit or lighten the mood by telling playful jokes or cute stories or stuff like that, telling fun things that happen to you, and kind of you're the type of person who can lift the spirits of others. And I think what is kind of important here is that you are somebody who is kind of in tune with your emotions, and you're kind of sensitive, and also you know how to kind of get others to feel happy and get into their inner child or something like that. So you are very well in touch with that. Also, you could be a very invitive person, so you could set up a kind of or give out invitations for events, and maybe you're the type of person who arranges little parties at home, or birthday parties and stuff like that. You might invite people over, so you are quite social, I would say. And maybe you have nice friend group or something like that you really like to engage in and message a lot, and talk about what happened to you and stuff like that. But very nice. Also, I think you could be kind of artistic. You could have some talents within arts or music or any sport or stuff like that. Writing, it could be anything that you kind of express your creativity and your emotions, your inner self and stuff like that comes out. So I think that is something how people see you as well. So of course, when we are talking about how others see you, it might not be the exactly kind of the truth, but it's still the impression that others get from you. Oh, quite different card. We get the King of Pentacles. So this is someone who is quite stable in their career, and sorry about the glare over there. So he is somebody who is quite well established, maybe in their career. They have their things together, if you know what I mean. You could be somebody who kind of seems sort of kind of stable and sort of traditional to the outside. Maybe you have your career going really well. Maybe you have your own place already, and in that way others see this quite a kind of well established mature side of you as well. Or you could just simply kind of be well off, or that's maybe the way you dress is kind of a little bit on the classy, elegant, mature side. And maybe you are somebody who is really good at business. Maybe you studied business, or you work in the kind of corporate world, and maybe that's another side of you, how people perceive you. And also you could be kind of, even if you have this playful side, at work you could be really like professional, and or when it comes to your family stuff or your responsibilities, you're very on top of all of your responsibilities. So that's really actually a great habit to have. And yeah, I think you could be someone who gives off this kind of elegant and sophisticated vibe for sure, and even maybe a rich vibe. So you could have a middle class or even upper class family background or something like that. And maybe you live in a nice house or something like that, have that type of background. Or maybe you just have made your surroundings at your home very neat and polished, and you know looking really nice. So, and maybe looking expensive. There's something about you that makes people think that you are expensive or highly valuable, high value woman, maybe high value man, something like that. You may people might see you that you're someone who deals really well with kind of higher caliber people as well. So yeah, something kind of a luxurious vibe about you as well. And again, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, there's definitely something kind of you are very good at starting things, concrete stuff, whether it's work or hobbies or renovating your home or decorating, or maybe your style is really good and you know how to invest. Maybe you're very good with finances and you are good at starting any project. So maybe you're the type of person in your circles where you are really good at um, starting organizing events and parties and um, things like this. So yeah, very good impression, I would say, pile one, you have on others. So they definitely see you in a very positive way, it seems so far. So what else you have is celebration. Yeah, so I see a message here that maybe there's something coming to you very soon, and maybe you are having your birthday party or graduation or something like that's coming out, and maybe there's well, this might be ruining the surprise, but maybe someone around you is kind of thinking that they want to throw a party for you, or maybe you are thinking about throwing a party for yourself, and maybe they are investing a little bit of money, or maybe that's you sending out invitation and stuff like that. So anyway, I think you are someone celebrated very soon or just around this time. And yeah, or maybe you are kind of party girl, you like to go out and have fun. So I feel like that's one way of seeing this playful, fun, lighthearted energy. And yeah, you just have your arms open there and you're just willing to receive. So I feel like you are just kind of, maybe people see you as kind of a lucky person because you're just giving like kind of telling your wishes to the universe, and it seems like it comes to you. And when you have your arms open like this, you do receive from the universe. So I feel like you are really manifesting maybe some kind of new start here that's worth celebrating. So maybe you're getting a new home or workplace or stuff like that, or a fantastic gift or something like that, and that's making you really, really happy. So I think people see you right now as someone who is kind of reaching a milestone of something or starting a new journey. It could be studies or anything like that. And it's kind of a big achievement. So yeah, have you achieved something new recently? Look for a sign. So yeah, I feel like people are looking at you as someone who just kind of knows things, you could be really good at noticing different signs and reading people and situations as well. I think others might come to you, looking for a sign. So maybe they are seeking your wisdom or something like that, for sure. So also I feel like there is also an important sign around you regarding how others see you, or something that's you're thinking about. So right now, be really, really yeah, aware of your surroundings. Also, I see a message here that it could be coming from this kind of King of Pentacles type of person. So maybe you're receiving a sign from someone like that, since they kind of look similar here. So yeah, if you have kind of earth sign person around you, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, they could have an important message for you, or they could be the one, giving you this good news or this opportunity. Also, you could be an earth sign, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign, so this could be you as well. And yeah, you're a powerful light worker. It is safe for you to be powerful. Your spiritual power brings great blessings in loving service to the divine. So yeah, for sure you are as well very spiritual, very likely. You could also read tarot or oracle cards, and you have kind of this inner light in you, this kind of inner wisdom. So yeah, you know how to work with energies, and probably that's the reason why you're here as well. And maybe you are starting maybe some kind of spiritual practice or spiritual work. Could be meditation, could be yoga, could be starting your own YouTube channel, or just getting readings out in any way possible. But anyway, I feel like you have a great way of giving advice, and kind of your presence does make others really celebrate you. And these ladies look very similar, so maybe some of you have long blonde hair, not necessarily, but you might have. So this could be just maybe you like to wear lavender color or pink or stuff like that, and that could describe you, or that you look really great in lavender color. So which is really nice since it is very fashionable at the moment. But yeah, I feel like this also goes with the message here that maybe others trust your wisdom and think that you have some kind of inner knowledge that they can rely upon, that you are somehow kind of, your spirituality makes you somehow trustworthy, maybe secure, someone knows how to kind of deliver a message in a good way, and something like that. Then you have the divine physician. So yeah, definitely for light workers this pile, because I think people see you as someone with healing abilities once again. So here's the physician, who is like literally someone coming in who has the ability to kind of heal others. So this could be in any way. You could some of you could work in the kind of medical field. You could be studying medicine, working in medicine. Maybe you're interested in helping others. Maybe that's your personality. And or you could just have this you could be an empath, somebody who understands where others are coming from, even if you have a different experience. And you can kind of, some of you could be kind of interested in psychology or something like that. You want to help others, and or you are helping them kind of to heal in a way. So you definitely have this healing ability or healing energy regarding you, pile one. So definitely kind of you have this high vibration, that kind of your presence is healing to others, and they kind of look up to you in that way. Or you could kind of show up and you stand out kind of brighter and wider and lighter energy as others, since everyone seems to kind of notice you. So you have that kind of inner light about you for sure, pile one. Then how others see you is no, wait, postpone, pause, say no. So I feel like that people also see you as somebody with good boundaries. You're somebody who knows how to say no. You are somebody who is patient. You know how to, when to kind of go for things, and when to kind of wait until the perfect timing. So currently you could be kind of you could be telling someone no, or you just maybe you have been kind of postponing something, but right now you're kind of since you have the Ace of Pentacles, so also starting something new here. So, and also the Page of Cups is as well kind of new energy, student energy. So yeah, I feel like I think here it says that you have good boundaries, and you're not afraid to kind of kind of, how do you say, kind of get the cat to the table, just tell how it is if you kind of feel somehow that you need to kind of speak your mind. So that's really a good good quality to have. Kind of, you're not afraid of having lightnings and kind of argue at times if it's needed. And yeah, what do you need to release? So I feel like currently you are kind of thinking something that you need to release, or your people just see you as somebody who has kind of let something go. It could be, something challenging, or you're just maybe someone who kind of, you're constantly kind of going within and just knowing what serves you and what doesn't, and maybe you're really good at kind of letting things go that don't serve you anymore. So that's really good quality to have, kind of to be really good at kind of perceiving yourself and stuff like that. So yeah, and as well maybe people see you as someone who needs to kind of let something go, or maybe you are someone who's kind of changing their life somehow right now, and yeah, very interesting. I feel like we could see a couple more messages perhaps. And let's see the messages with these kind of dice here. And what do we have? How others see you. So we have the 5. So again, this is kind of the 5th house in astrology. So it goes really with the Page of Cups here and celebrations of the 5th house is all about hobbies and fun times, celebrations, relationships, kind of romantic relationships, even that are quite playful, not too serious. It's kind of the dating type of relationship. So you could be someone who is in a relationship or who is some very sought after partner, maybe. You're someone who likes to go out and have a lot of kind of creative hobbies and activities, and you are very sociable, and you could be really lucky, like you could be really good at kind of playing some kind of gambling games or something like that. Maybe some of you are interested in poker or something like that, and you seem just very lucky. And number 5 is also about kind of changes and stuff like that. So a lot of changes in your life. Maybe you jump from one thing to another and you're just interested in many things. So that could for sure describe you. And then you have the North Node. So yeah, so you're someone who people see that you are someone who is destined for something. So North Node is kind of what you're destined to do. So it could be that others see you that you're destined to be some kind of healer, some kind of light worker, or you could feel that this is your calling, and that's how people see you. But definitely people see you as someone with a destiny, someone who's very focused in their destiny, not really, um, getting mixed up with, things that aren't worth their while. And I feel like that goes with the message kind of that we have previously. Maybe you're good at releasing stuff that don't serve you anymore. You're good at saying no, what doesn't interest you. So you are somebody who's really focused with your, what you came here on earth to do. And even if we don't remember what that is, our soul knows and is kind of aligned with that. So yeah, that's really cool, I would say. And then we have the Aquarius. So Aquarius is kind of it's sort of like the technologies, the other people. So again, I do see here that you are someone who is good with other people and the kind of masses. You could be dealing with big groups of people, kind of it could be through social media, online. Maybe you work in some kind of broadcasting or media that you kind of send messages out to others. Maybe you are a little bit aloof. Maybe people see you as someone who's kind of a little bit distant, and maybe in that way you kind of seem a little bit higher vibrationally than the vast majority. I feel like, because again, Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, and that's I think also traditionally Saturn, but also Uranus, and those are kind of the outer planets, and a little bit a little bit kind of more distant. And Uranus is about kind of technologies and stuff like that, so you could be really good with computers, but also it's about the masses. So this could be kind of the politicians and you who make decisions for the masses, and that's how they come true. And it could be that maybe for some of you it's part of your destiny to kind of help the good kind of the good of the masses. So maybe that's something big that you came here to do, and it could be something that has to do with healing and your light work. So if you have any interest in that, I feel like there's a message for you, pile 1, and you definitely have that vibe about you, and you could for sure bring happiness and kind of enlightenment and wisdom to others through technologies, as we have here. So I really hope you enjoyed this reading pile 1 and got some insight on how other people see you in this pick a card reading, and I hope I see you soon in my next video. Bye bye. Welcome to this How Others See You pick a card reading for all of you who chose pile 2, and let's get started. So we have the Hierophant here, so yeah, I feel like people could see you as someone with kind of higher wisdom. You are very, connected to the spirit. You could be seen as somewhat traditional. You could be seen as someone who's married, if that resonates, or someone who's about to get married or interested in kind of traditional marriage and traditional values. And you could be seen as someone who is kind of, interested in architecture and especially, churches and stuff like that. You really admire that type of art, buildings and stuff like this. And you have a very high regard for anyone who's spiritual in any way. And you are also seen as someone who kind of maybe seeks wisdom from higher power. And you could even be seen as a student. You could be attending higher studies in university, for example. You could be really someone who is interested in learning and the finer kind of maybe sciences or how the universe works, something like that as well. So yeah, I feel like you're seeing somewhat quite spiritual as well, and very maybe somehow traditional, I would say. So if you're a woman, you could be very kind of feminine and have kind of that more traditional way of kind of, maybe you're not the biggest tomboy, you could be more like feminine and stuff like that in how you come across to others. And how the people see you is you're the Queen of Pentacles. So this is someone quite well established. Maybe you have very good foundation financially, and maybe you're someone who dresses really nice and you are healthy and wealthy and wise, I would say. You could be seen as someone who's very nurturing, someone who takes care of others really well. And if you have children, you could be really motherly for sure. It could be that your children see you as someone who takes excellent care of them, or you just have this vibe, you maybe like to bake and cook and mend clothes and homemade. You like to decorate and you have talents for stuff like that. And you are just someone who knows how to make money as well and keep it and nurture it and kind of make things bloom, I would say. So very good qualities. I love the Queen of Pentacles. It's fabulous and yeah, beautiful as well. Especially you could be seen as someone who likes kind of good quality items, whether it's clothes or furniture. Maybe you like antiques, something that has beautiful design but also is valuable. You understand the value of antiques and maybe even emotional value and stuff like that. And you are good at creating value as well. You could know how to invest, or maybe some of your creations you know how to monetize them, or something like this about you. Very caretaking energy, this Queen of Pentacles, because she's the one who knows how to make the concrete steps to improve things and make things and others feel like they are well taken care of, and you are good at taking care of yourself as well. Also we have the Devil, so this is quite interesting. Maybe some of you are kind of at times kind of battling between, this is kind of the angel and the devil on one shoulder, I would say. That's how funny is that. And these are kind of nicely spiritually together, and these are kind of a little bit in a toxic obsessive way together. So maybe for some of you there could be a partner who feels like, or maybe you feel like your relationship with them is kind of like one minute you're the angel and the other minute you're the devil, or something like that, or you are really kind of trying to balance out this, side of you where you want to be, well, balanced and kind of live the healthy life, and then maybe you have this kind of uh, other side that likes to indulge. So you could have really, it could be just that maybe the two sides of these major arcana is what makes you the Queen of Pentacles. So maybe you have this side of, well put together and, traditional, where your, responsibilities lie, but maybe you know how to kind of loosen up and, maybe indulge every now and then. And maybe others could see you as well, that you're maybe at times a little bit obsessive, or maybe you're too nurturing, too overwhelming at times, but it's just your good nature, you just like to take care of others and, be like that. And maybe some might think that you fuss a little bit, but yeah, since we have the devil, it's something a little bit obsessive, so you could be kind of very detail oriented, for example, and maybe at times you don't know how to let things go, so it could be something like that as well, and not necessarily anything like crazy problematic or something like that. So quite interesting mix of things, but maybe that's exactly what makes you the Queen of Pentacles in the eyes of others. And also you could be an earth sign or have earth qualities about you, so that would be Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus, so sun, moon, or rising sign, so that could be you as well. So retreat. So people might see you as someone who likes to kind of retreat and spend time of your own. Maybe you're someone who likes to go out in the nature and kind of wander around on your own, and at times have that solitude and recharge your energies, so to speak. And yeah, I would definitely think you're maybe someone who respects and enjoys the nature and loves to go hiking, and maybe summer cottage, or by the seaside or something like that, a little bit further from the kind of the cities and the noise and stuff like that. So that could definitely be a side of you that other people see in you. Others might also see you as a little bit somehow aloof in that way, but this is actually a really good quality to have, to know when to kind of, pull into yourself and, have your personal time. And nature is really healing. So if you're someone who enjoys being outdoors, sitting in your garden, stuff like that, that's really good. Then how others see you is someone, peaceful resolution. So someone who is really good at, making amends with others, someone who is really good at kind of, you're kind of the mediator. So if there's any kind of arguments or any kind of polarities even, you're really good at, mixing the two and finding the perfect, middle ground, for example. And I would say that people see you generally as someone really peaceful, well-liked person. Maybe that's your personality. Maybe you are not really loud and stuff like that. You're more like that calm, angelic energy that really kind of calm down even a hectic environment. So maybe you're someone, or seen as someone who knows how to keep their cool in any situation. So if you, for example, work in customer service or something like that, and or anything where you kind of even run across some challenging people or situations, you kind of have this ability to keep your composure and be poised in any situation. And then you have the Ascended Masters. Powerful, loving, and wise spiritual teachers are watching over and guiding you. So I feel like you have the ability to, be connected to Ascended Masters, and others could see you as someone who has some kind of, or sense that you have very powerful Ascended Masters behind you. So I feel like, yeah, you have this very powerful ability to, really connect with these spiritual teachers and follow their wisdom in your life. And maybe that's even the way how you are able to balance these two polarities. So yeah, that's really cool. And some might even see you as somehow really wise, or someone who's quite enlightened or on their way towards that, who aspires to, be that way, since you have that energy. So that's beautiful part too. Confidence is your key to success. So I feel like other people see you as you're someone quite confident. You have this, even if it's quiet confidence, it's coming out really well. And that's maybe part of the reason why you are seen as very successful. So definitely the Queen of Pentacles is quite successful, I would say. She has her, stuff in order. She has the finances going quite well, and she looks good, and is healthy and wealthy, and stuff like that. So, and she has a good head on her shoulders. So it's like that's why others see you as quite confident. Or maybe it's just you have all the basic stuff in really good order, and maybe that's just kind of your calm confidence, and maybe a key to your success as well, how others as well see you. Then you have take a break, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. So for some of you, people could see you as someone who is kind of knows how to take easy, or someone who's not working or going towards some early retirement or something like that. Others might even think that that you are someone who is kind of a kept woman or a housewife or something like that, and someone who has leisure time, and you just know that life is not all about work. You know how to get out there and enjoy the moment. And here is someone by the water by the way, enjoying the nature and stuff like that, getting out. So yeah, people see you as someone who is kind of has that type of wisdom and knows how to rest, because not everyone knows how to rest. It can be very difficult to others in this hustle culture especially. So yeah, you have that good work-life balance, I would say, and very like well-rounded person. That's how others see you, I feel like. And then you have the initiation and the Count Saint Germain. It looks like this, but it came in reverse. So I feel like there's a group of people you are meant to join very soon, but right now maybe it's a little bit postponed, and maybe there is something kind of you have this peaceful period in your time right now, but after that you are going to come together, I would say, with at least 3 other people. So I feel like there's going to be a group of you, at least 4 people, who are meant to come together and do something that your soul kind of agreed to do. So there could be some type of new endeavor coming to you. It could be your family, it could be your friends, it could be colleagues, it could be anything. But there are people whom you are meant to meet and do something in this life. But right now maybe you're preparing for that. So just know that there are kind of other souls who already recognize you as somebody whom they are meant to kind of come together with. So that is very interesting message, and also a little bit predictive as well. And yeah, then we are going to ask a little bit more messages with these fun dice here. So let's see what we have here. So you have the second house in astrology. So this is kind of the money you make in the company you work for. This is the yes, your security, and how you earn money, and stuff like that. So I feel like there's an important career that you're meant to do, or some important way how you are going to improve your kind of stability, your finances, and maybe that's regarding the group of people you're meant to come together with. And you're seen as someone who is kind of maybe a little bit career or home focused, kind of someone who wants to have a very solid foundation and know that your finances are in order. You are seen as someone who really works and, you know, creates their own abundance and secure foundation. So that's how others see you. Then we also have the sun. So I feel like this goes with the confidence card, because sun is really powerful, and this is, everyone notices it. Sunlight, you know, light gives light and warmth and gives life basically. So you are really maybe quite popular, or you definitely are noticed from the crowd. So you could even be famous, or you could be seen as you know, someone who is sort of famous, or just everyone knows you, even if they don't know about you, they don't know much about you, or they don't know you personally. Others see you as someone they know, you know, they know of you, they have heard of you, they've seen you. So it could be something about your looks, or just something that you achieved, or something that your kind of your reputation is well known. So sun is also very, they are confident. So I think you are seen as confident whether you believe it or not, but it's your aura. That's why I think it is. And you could be very masterful in something, and that's kind of why people have this perception about you. So, do you think you are confident, or do you think this is just an interesting perception others have about you? Just let me know. And yeah, you could be kind of have the star quality as well. So, Sun is someone quite charismatic, and definitely could have star quality about them. And yeah, that's very fascinating. Then you have the Cancer. So this is actually a little bit different from the sun, because Cancer is someone with that has kind of wait, is this Cancer? What is? Oh yeah, it is. Well, it has kind of the hard shell, you know, so they could be a little bit kind of well. Cancers are water signs, so you could be a Cancer sun sign. You would even be a Leo, so we get that message as well as sun, moon, or rising. But you are, you know, someone who is quite emotional in a good way. I think you are very intuitive, very well in tune with your emotions. You feel deeply, but you could be a little bit secretive. Maybe you are not too open about your deepest emotions. So even if you might be quite confident outside, you could be kind of really private about the things that really are close to your heart, or are kind of sensitive topics, which I do truly understand. So there's this part of you that's a little bit kind of secret, or maybe you have the type of sensitivity that not others know about, and stuff like that. So in that way, you could seem a little bit kind of mysterious to others as well. So I really hope you enjoyed this reading, all of you who chose pile 2, and I really I'm looking forward to see you in my next video very soon. Bye bye. Welcome to this How Others See You Pick a Card reading for all of you who chose pile 3. And let's get started. Here are your cards, and you actually got 2 of these, so we're gonna figure out why that is. But let's start with the tarot. So you get the Knight of Pentacles. Quite interesting that all the piles got pentacles. You know, different, different, different persons. So that's quite fascinating. So I feel like many of you are on a kind of have similar things going on for yourself, or you know, similar energy, but you might be on different, a little bit different paths, or a little bit different phases of the path. So you are somebody who is quite maybe kind of stable and patient. You're someone who kind of doesn't take unnecessary risks, I would say, or that's how others see you. Maybe you're kind of you know, taking sort of baby steps, or you just work on the long process. You have long you're not looking for the kind of quick satisfaction. You're seen as someone who has a plan and follows through, doesn't skip any paths, doesn't look at, you know, shortcuts. You just basically know how to make a plan and follow through, and that's how you get the permanent really great results, and that's how others see you. You could be an earth sign, so you could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus. And yeah, you could be someone who is quite I would say you know when to kind of act and when don't, and you are like really someone who is sort of kind of traditional in a way that you really follow through with the things that you are kind of set out to do, so people can trust you. So you are very trustworthy, I would say. That's how others see you. And you're kind of very solid friend, very solid partner, someone anyone can really rely upon, and trust that you do what you kind of say you're gonna do, and things like that. So that's really great quality to have. You could be a student, I would say, or you could be kind of in a beginning phase of your career, I would say. You're just now kind of slowly but securely building your life right now. Maybe you're working towards buying your own place, or anything like that. Maybe you are kind of saving your money to later get something that you're dreaming of. So you are someone like that, kind of has the plan and goes for the long haul, and not the kind of quick get rich quick schemes or anything like that. You just kind of can tell what's the best course of action in reality. Really good at planning and organizing and stuff like that. That's how others see you. Then you have the lovers. So this could be a soulmate card. So there could be someone who sees you as the love of their life or their soulmate. And also this is big kind of life-changing events or decisions. So people could see you that right now you're working towards your destiny, or you are faced with a big decisions. Do I choose this? Do I choose that? Or go this direction? Try this instead? Do I choose the safe and secure way, or do I try something different? So I feel like right now people see you as someone who is faced with a big life-changing decision. So really depends what you're going to choose is going to pave the way and affect your destiny. That's the type of things as well. Or you could be someone could see you as someone whom they met and they feel like you have changed their life, or you just could be someone who you feel like you just met the love of their life or something like that, and now it's going to really turn your life around and really make big changes for you. Then you have the world. So yeah, you are seen as someone who has come to conclusion in their lives, kind of some kind of karmic cycle or any type of cycle is come to a close, and this is like a really big learning curve. So it could be coming close to studies, maybe you're ending a career path or your job in one place and moving to something else, or maybe your relationship is getting to a next level, coming to kind of one phase is coming to kind of to a conclusion, and other adventures are going to start. Others can also see you as someone who travels the world and is kind of worldly, I would say. And I feel like there is someone who really thinks the world of you, like you are their soulmate, you are their world as well. So that's beautiful for you, pile one. Pile three. Then you have the ideas and inspiration. So I feel like others see you as someone quite inspirational. You really come up with good ideas. You may have a lot of kind of spiritual downloads coming to you. You have your angels whispering ideas to you, and they just kind of pop in your head. And you are really creative, I would say, and always have those good ideas. So that's beautiful, I would say. And maybe others see you as very um, inspiring and a kind of maybe as someone who they look up to and want to learn from, because you are so inspiring. Then you have the forgiveness. So maybe you are very forgiving, and you don't hold a grudge too long. So that's very nice. Maybe you know how to choose your battles, or maybe you just even if you feel a disappointment or anger or stuff like that, maybe you have the ability to, calm down and forgive and give maybe second chances if you feel like it's appropriate. And maybe it could be that some of you need to even forgive yourself if you are just, maybe there's a message for some of you if you're really hard on yourself. Maybe you need to be a little bit more forgiving to yourself as well. But yeah, I think people see you as someone who's not about the blame game or anything like that. You are more like able to be empathetic and forgive, and you are not too, you don't have too many demands regarding others. You're not really superficial, or you don't judge people by their wealth or status or looks or anything like that. So that's really great wisdom to have and maturity, I would say. And indigo, the person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive, natural born leader. So there's a description how somebody sees you. So yeah, I feel like you have this sensitivity, you have this spirituality, and you could be a very unique, in a way. And yeah, you could definitely be highly sensitive, I would say. And you have this kind of even leader abilities in you. Even introverts and sensitive people can be great leaders because they have the social maturity, or kind of the social wisdom how to deal with others and lead others. They're not about the ego. So I feel like you're someone who's kind of not egotistical, and others see that about you. So that's really really amazing quality to have. So I feel like you could as well be quite spiritual and quite confident as well, because it takes confidence to kind of not be about the ego. So that's good. Luck is on your side. So first of all, you have something really lucky happening to you or coming to you very soon or at this time. Maybe you're going on a fantastic trip or something, or if you're going traveling, it's gonna be amazing. And or anyone, I think people might see you quite lucky, happy-go-lucky even. You have good things happening to you. Maybe you're on a roll right now. Things are just kind of the pieces of the puzzle are coming together for you. And new moon in Sagittarius, so you could be a Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising even, and you could be good at kind of anything that requires a little bit of luck. If you have talents and a little bit of luck, that could be your kind of a key to your success even. So yeah, I feel like people see you as someone very lucky at the time. So I feel maybe something really good happened, or maybe someone kind of feels very lucky to have you, because I do see this love side here as well. So maybe if you have a partner, or maybe if you have a secret admirer even, you could have someone really special coming towards you, or you're just in that amazing vibe where people are very kind of noticing you and wanting to give good things to you and do good deeds for you. Then we have the on track, but it's in reverse. So it looks like this: somebody in the train station about to go. So I hear the on track here might mean that maybe it's kind of, maybe you have been procrastinating with something, starting with something. I feel like now it's really the time to get going with anything that you want to do. So if there's this closure coming in, then it's sort of time to get going with the next thing happening in your life. So maybe at times you could be a little bit slow to start. So just take notice of this message that maybe you should know, maybe maybe focus on what's the next step you need to take on your life and act on it. So yeah, maybe others see you in this way. Or maybe if you're graduating, for example, from university, let's say, maybe others are already asking, well, where you're gonna work, or are you gonna go for the doctorates or stuff like that. So people could be quite now kind of looking to see what your next step will be, since you have come to this new kind of cycle coming to end. And if you're in a partnership, maybe others are kind of, if you just got engaged, then they're asking like when's the wedding, or if you are married, then they're asking, you know, when you're gonna have kids or anything, you know, this energy even, so you could have eager relatives or friends around you. But anyway, I see that people are eager to know what your next step is going to be. And again, we have the increscent moon, and it's coming in reverse. So here's actually this masterful person, someone who's been practicing in their, you know, privacy, something that they are really, really masterful in. So you could be a talented artist, you know, writer, or anything. It could really be that you're really talented in. It could even be tarot reading, something that you are kind of self-taught, maybe even in some way. You know, it's your interest that has kind of got you here, and or maybe you did go to university, let's say, and you studied something and you have become the master, but now this is in reverse. So I feel like you should really get going with something. So if you have this talent, unique talent about you or skill, I feel like you really shouldn't hide it. Like you should bring it more forward. So I feel like others recognize you, or this could even be something that they don't know about you. That's why it could be a kind of secret. So there could be, the tarot could be saying here that you have this amazing skill that you could really go forward and be really successful in, but others don't even know about it, that you have this skill. So maybe that's just something you should really bring out as your next big step, and let others know a little bit more about you and surprise them. So there's a message for some of you as well. So it's interesting when the cards kind of show what others don't know about you, when we think of are asking how others see you. Or they could be just quite amazed how you can be so masterful in something. They don't see how you really kind of work hard and study a lot, and that's how you got this talent. And maybe that's kind of one message. They see your kind of skills, your masterfulness, as very kind of secretive, or just how did she do it? Like how did it happen? So very kind of, they're not noticing the process that you're doing to get the amazing, you know, even amazing results, even the ones that seem very lucky. Maybe it's just you know you are creating your luck, and others don't see it about how you actually make it happen, and they could be amazed. And align your life, what is not aligned or needs to change. So yeah, I feel like here's a message for you. Maybe there's something you need to kind of maybe change, so you are more aligned with what you really want to, you know, do in life. It could be about this talent, so, or others think that you're making these changes right now. So yeah, there's a message also for you. But let's ask from the dice here as well how others see you. So we have the first house. So this is the first house in astrology, and it's all about you, who you are, how you look like, what's your personality. So I feel like you are someone who is quite, you have a very distinctive personality. You are really someone who kind of stands out. You're very focused on yourself, kind of you know how to love yourself, and you sort of, you come first. So, you know, you're likely someone who's not going to fall under others, you know, the pressure that others give you. You really know your, you know, interest, your values, what's good for you, and you're focused on that. And, you know, maybe you're not you know, going to let others distract you. So yeah, I feel like you are very someone who stands out, and very, very, you know, somehow different from the masses. So you do stand out, and you have very unique personality, something very unique about you. It could be about your looks, you know, your style, or just, you know, the type of sense of humor you have, or there's just something about your presence that is very unique and stands out, you know, from, you know, the rest. Then we have the Virgo, so I believe this is a Virgo. Yeah, yes, it's the Virgo. So others could, well, you could be an earth sign, so you could again be a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. So, anyways, you could be very good at communicating. You could be really good at writing. So, for some of you, you have this talent for writing. Maybe you should write a book or a blog or just work in the media, maybe freelance. I don't know what it could be. Maybe writing poems, any type of communication, even on a video speaking, stuff like that. You're really talented in all of that type of things, and also you are good at organizing and stuff like that. But I think people see you as very good communicator. That's really how I think others see you. Then we have the Mars. So I feel like others see you as someone quite hardworking, someone who makes things happen, someone who might work long hours or just be really active in projects, someone who has endless energy. So you could even be kind of very sporty. Maybe you have strong physique, or that's how others see you. Or maybe your masculine energy, is active, so you have this ability to really follow through and make things happen. And you have very good kind of physical health, I would say, because Mars is strong and enduring, but they can also be feisty. So I feel like there's this part of you that can also be quite feisty and spicy at times. So um, that's maybe you know another side of you. So I really hope you enjoyed this reading for all of you who chose pile 3, and I really look forward to see you in my next video very soon. Bye bye!